Hey, Billy D here, and just a huge thank you to everybody that made CalJam. It's again, I always say this, it's hard to describe in words what happened over the weekend. I mean, literally lives were changed. One of the biggest things I heard were a lot of people came up to me, even people enrolled to go to chiropractic school. I mean, it's just unbelievable, the positive, just the mountains, the avalanche of positive feedback I've gotten back. And I need that, because sometimes, sometimes I have self-doubt, and I shouldn't have it, but I do. I mean, I'm human. But it's just a huge thanks to everyone. But number one, I want to thank the sponsors, Standard Process, I'm a Sight, Circle of Docs, and Brad Glowacki with the New Patient Maven. I mean, I also want to thank all the vendors that were there, because as you witnessed, this event is not something that we do at the Holiday Inn or the Hilton, or this is a high production event, which is in just a most amazingly unique 5-star venue, and there is a major expense in putting this production on, and there's no way I could humanly possibly do this without help from companies like our sponsors and the vendors. So huge thanks to them. I mean, I can't get that across to anymore. The other thing is, I want to give a huge thanks to all my speakers that graced the stage, and every one of them from the very beginning to the very, there wasn't one, they were all just stellar performances, and they were all just delivering from the heart and giving a message that's just unparalleled in the profession. And the thing is, it's like all that stuff's cool and stuff, but what really makes this thing just such an amazing event is I want to thank everyone that showed up, dudes. There was people that came from literally Australia. I mean, in fact, I'm going to do an interview with this lady that she's not even a chiropractor. She came from Australia just to go to the event, and she's never even been to the United States before. That's how this thing is expanding globally. And as anybody that was there witnessed, the place is just literally packed, and we need to find another venue. So we're only going to be at this place another year. So I want to thank the attendees that took the time out of their lives, paid the money to be here, and I think it's important for you, and if you were there, it's important for you to bring your CAs next year, but the only problem with that is a lot of them are going to want to go to chiropractic school. That's what I heard from so many people. That's how powerful this program is. I want to thank both bands that worked their butts off the months before to give you just the icing on the cake, which was the music with the message and the videos. And Nick is like Nick and I worked together. We both worked our butts off to get the video production up, to make this again. I wanted it to be an experience that's unparalleled, and if there's anything better out there, I'm going to go to it, and I want to learn from them. I want it to be an experience where people come away not only just at vibrating at a higher level, but with just this vision to literally go out and change the world. We will be releasing these little snippets. Actually, we did interviews of all the speakers on what their impressions of CalJam were, and then we'll give little snippets of you to see exactly what the event's about, because and again, this thing has grown outside of the little chiropractic kind of and I don't want to call it a family. There's a chiropractic community, and there's different philosophies in that community, and what this thing has grown out to be a health seminar. And again, as you might call me a mixer, but my goal and objective is not just to attract chiropractors to the event. My event is to attract the world to the event so that they can hear our story. And most people don't want to, I don't think they would be as attractive event that was all just chiropractic. So that's why we have this eclectic menu of different concerns of the planet, diet, exercise, all things which to me are going to be something that the general public is going to want to attend. And then we lay in the chiropractic message so people get the big idea. And again, not only do we have tons of CAs here, tons of people brought their patients. We literally probably had 200 patients at the event. There were MDs, naturopaths there, because there's no way you could go to that event and with any type of rational thought not be literally changed in your consciousness and the thoughts and how you think that health comes. But I am just like, the growing pains, we had some growing pains this year. I mean, we did not expect this explosion, especially the last minute, people. It creates some, and I'm not complaining a bit, but I'm just saying we did have some growing pains. The party was out of control again this year. It was so much fun, and to a point where it got so crowded that there was a line to get in. I apologize for that. There's things that are out of my control sometimes. I turn a lot of things over to God now because He's in charge. But again, I want to give my thanks to everybody that made this event possible. But there's one person that I'm going to cry. Don't get mad at me. Don't call me a wimp. But this event would never, ever, ever even transformed or happen ever if Mary Jane, which is the backbone of CalJam, and there just literally we would work. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying we want to deliver a product that's unparalleled, and literally we would work 18-hour days, and we're not complaining because we love what we do, but I mean, again, there's no way this thing would ever happen without her doing what she does. And again, I can't thank Nick enough either, because he's such a gift in my life to make something and create just a better product in such a positive environment that we work together with. And to me, it's just a blessing to have. It's like all the planets are aligning for this event. This thing there's no way it can explode. I mean, because I've got speakers and speaker contacts through all the different speakers. Now I can get any speaker I want, and the bigger the speakers are, the more people we can attract, and the more money that we bring in, then we can start spending money on bands that are going to bring people into the event. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's done. There's no way to stop this CalJam Express. I mean, it's gonna happen because there's no way, because I visualize this and I do the necessary action steps. I do the work to make sure that this comes to fruition so that the world will finally understand what chiropractic is. And it might not be your exact view of what chiropractic is, but chiropractic is part of a lifestyle package that I want to teach the world. But again, there's also issues that I want to talk about sustainability of the planet and things that people need to understand if we are going to thrive as a human race. So I've been talking way too much. I can do that all day. I love you all. God bless you all. And I'll still do this. Rock and roll. Because if there's not a party at it, I'm not going. And that's one last thing. I do know how to throw. That's one thing I'm good at, is throwing a party. So, and then if you don't like parties, then it's probably not a good event to come to. All right. Have a great day. I love you. That was pretty damn good.
That was really good.